Good evening, sports family. Welcome to Second Scheming right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We have got a fun evening ahead, talking some NFL, a little WNBA, some MLB, everything in between. Got some great guests to join us. Get those snacks, get those drinks ready, and saddle up. Second Scheming starts right now. And a good Tuesday evening to each and every one of you. Thank you for taking the time to tune in. Second Scheming right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. I am your host, Big Mike. Be with you here for the next hour or so, talking all things sports that's going on from sea to shining sea. Hope your work week is off to a great start. Hope you had a great weekend as well. As I mentioned in the intro, we're going to talk a little NFL, talk a little WNBA, a little bit of MLB, and again, episode 2 of Second Scheming. You saw last week's episode. You kind of see what we do. I'll do a little review before we get into it too much in depth, I should say. But we'll have a couple guests on here. Throw out some subject matter and just kind of get their takes on it, right? And hopefully, for those of you who are watching live, thank you very much. It is much, much appreciated. Hit us up in the comments. We want to hear your feedback too. We want to hear your thoughts on our guest takes and even my takes when I throw them in there. So definitely want to hear all of it for sure. So keep those comments coming in. Appreciate all support. Cannot thank you enough. But before we dive into the content and introduce our guests, you know what we got to do? We got to give some love to our great sponsors, Planet Jerky, the briskets on a whole other planet, and Vital Apparel. So let's get that part out of the way, and we'll dive into some content on the other side. Once again, you are tuned in to Second Scheming right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back.
IE Sports Radio fans, this show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, single-A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all-brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
Rise and shine. It's 4 a.m. The stars are still out, the sun is beneath the horizon, but it's time to punch in and go to work. The comfort of your warm-ups turns into the grinding out of your reps as the clinking and the clinking of the plates create a symphony of euphoria. There's no other feeling like it. Earn it, burn it, and take what's yours. IE Sports Radio has proudly partnered with Vital Apparel, a brand that not only fits great, but also promotes and donates to mental health research. Use our code IESR to get 15% off their comfortable and inspiring gym wear and help them on their amazing journey to support mental health. Go hard, take part in your iron therapy, and be strong. Because when your mental health is as strong as you are, there's no telling how far you'll go.
All right, welcome back. Once again, happy Tuesday evening to you. Thank you so much for making the time to tune in, whether it's live or on the replay. Appreciate it very, very much. Before we get to our guests here, just quick little notes, house notes here, cleaning notes, whatever you want to call it. You can follow me on X at obviously many of you know I'm also the Indiana Insider for IE Sports Radio. So you can follow me there at IESR_Indiana. You can also follow me at my personal account at the Chill Mike. That is on X. And also on TikTok, if you're into that, at chill.mike7. If you're so kind to give me follows there, much, much appreciated. So let's get into the fun part. We're going to welcome in one of our IESR insiders. He's everybody's favorite Yinzer. He's an IESR Sports Hall of Famer, Pittsburgh insider. Let's get him in here. Ralph Calise, what's going on, brother?
Big Mike, what's up? Welcome back, and thanks for having me on tonight.
Man, looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting your takes on some of the hot topics. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. So, real quick, where can we find you, Ralph?
Okay, so it's on Twitter. It's on IESR_Pittsburgh for all Pittsburgh sports. I do a little bit of the 76ers also on the Insider there, but it's not under Pittsburgh. It'll be under, of course, the Philadelphia 76er Insider. And my main feed is Calise R786 on Twitter.
Awesome. Thanks for that. And last but not least here, some of you may know, used to do this little show called Indie Sports Nation. This guy was my Pacers insider, and then now is one of the coolest things on TikTok. Naptown Bourbon Reviews, give him a follow because tomorrow is Whiskey Wednesday. If anything else, so got to do that. Let's welcome in George. What's long time no chat, brother? How the heck are you?
I'm doing great. How are you tonight, buddy?
I am doing good.
What's up, George?
What's going on, brother?
Before we get into the good stuff, George, where can we find you?
Like you said, if you're into TikTok and adult beverage content, at Naptown Bourbon Reviews, and on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, at GTurn3796.
Beautiful. Well, welcome back. Got some comments already coming in, so let's give some love to our to the fan base who's listening in. Big Boss Bay Larry B chiming in, like, let's go, let's do this. Ricky Keeler, primetime preview, New York Insider, chiming in. Oh, Ralph, you got some love from Larry.
What's up, Larry?
Josh, who's on the show last week. Let's go. Love it. Love the comments. Keep those comments coming in, folks. Much, much appreciated. So for those of you who are I know
he's wearing a backup quarter.
We'll get into that.
Well, you know what? We're going to get into that actually somewhat off the top here. So,
cover it. Don't cover it.
You're right. Not at all.
He was covering it. Don't cover it.
So for those of you who are obviously, it's a new show here, right? So we're on episode 2. So what I do here is we'll throw out some thoughts, some topics, whatever. I may agree with them, I may not. It's all good. But we just get the feedback from from Ralph and from George. Have some friendly banter, all good stuff. So one night, for example, I'll go to them and they'll give me some feedback, and I like what they hear, or what they say, you might hear something like that. Like, then again, you're not. Now, here's the fun thing about this. Their points may be valid and they make a ton of sense, but I may hate it. So guess what? I'm still buzzing you because I hate it.
Big Mike, you are Chuck.
It is all good fun. So, Josh is already looking forward to the hot takes. So let's dive right into this here. In the first little segment we call Take It or Break It. So I'm going to throw this thought out here, and either take it, you break it. You got to give me a few reasons as to why, all right? So first and foremost, start with the NFL. And George, we could thank Zach for this because he inspired this. He kind of inspired me for this one. So shout out Zach. As many of you heard, or if you haven't heard, to live under a rock, Will Levis, Tennessee Titans quarterback, is out for the year. Much to the dismay of probably his family and Hellman's Mayonnaise. I don't know anyone else who's really upset about it. Bad jokes aside, don't want anybody to get hurt. But anyway, now that he's out, if we do not see significant improvement from Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, I would almost tease Stroud, but Stroud's done all right, so fine. But let's just, repeat that. If we don't see significant improvement from especially AR and Young, is this the most disappointing quarterback class we've seen? Take it or break it. Ralph, go.
I'll take it because after Will Levis really was not good at all last year when he got the helm there. And I was looking up the quarterbacks today when you had this. You told me what this was. We're going to do this for the show. There is no names after Will Levis. There's really nobody out there. And Bryce Young had a little bit of a pickup after he got benched last year with Carolina. But we're talking about the Carolina Panthers. And Stroud, of course, like you mentioned, he's been okay. I mean, he's been not okay. I'd say a little better than okay. He makes the playoffs and he wins his first round games, but he can't get further than the first round. But that's it. But yeah, I'll keep it short on that. And I'll take it. Oh, as far as your guy Anthony Richardson, I think he needs to play. He hasn't really had like a full time where he took the helm and he's got hurt, whatever. But he could be an electric quarterback. But I'll say take because there is nobody after Will Levis, and Will Levis is just teetering on that level.
George, before I go to you real quick, we've got our little last-minute surprise guest. I'm going to go ahead and bring him in because why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't you, right? IE Sports Hall of Famer, host of the opening series Monday nights right here on IE Sports Radio, and Chicago insider Adam Karnick. What's going on, brother?
Good evening. Hello, everybody. Sorry I'm a little late to the party. That's what happens when you have kids. You walk in and they jump on you.
Yes.
What is up, Mr. Karnick?
Ralph, good to see you, sir. How are you?
How you doing, buddy?
Doing well. So, all right. Now, to the question at hand, though, I gotta say, break it. Can anyone name for me the first quarterback taken from the 2013 NFL draft class? I'll give you a hint. He went 16th overall to the Buffalo Bills. EJ Manuel.
Okay, nice one.
So the only first round QB in that class, Geno Smith was the second quarterback, and Mike Glennon was the third quarterback taken from that class.
His neck in the NFL.
Yes. Long Neck himself was the third best QB. So this class might be bad. You're not Long Neck bad yet.
All right, I can't be mad at that answer. George, what you got, brother?
Breaking it, brother. Like he said, you've got CJ. CJ took them to the playoffs. They've been a successful team, won the division. You got Bryce. Who could be successful on the Carolina Panthers? That organization's a dumpster fire. But He took the bench and well, came back, kind of put some things together, and looked good. And then you've got Anthony on the other hand, who he's injured, he's benched. I mean, nothing consistent, just total mishandling of the quarterback in that situation. So uh, I don't think it's fantastic. It's nowhere near the best quarterback class you've ever had, but there's definitely much worse.
Yeah, I honestly, guys, I would agree. I mean, it's a little early to be going down that road, right? But all valid points. I don't think we're there yet. I hope we're not there. Honestly, George, that would suck for me and you as Colts fans.
Yeah.
So, all right. Any retorts? Any rebuttals?
No, it's too early for this class to be that class to be a bust yet. Give it time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I agree. I agree 100%. The comments are flowing in here, man. You gotta love that. Larry chiming in. Who the hell are they in the NFL? And I'm already getting some Richardson stuff already, George. They're already coming after us. I love it. By the way, Colts Dolphins week 1.
Prepared.
Not that I'm
Larry, who the hell is Richardson?
All right. Moving on. Next one here, 24-second shot clock. All right. So this is a segment where there's a couple topics here we'll hit in. You got basically 24 seconds, give your thought in a quick bullet point behind it. All right. So I'll go in reverse order this time. George, I'll start with you. First topic of it is the Charlotte Hornets win the Summer League. Why in the bleep should we care? Or should we?
Short answer, we shouldn't. It's the Summer League. I mean, good for them. They finally won something. That's awesome. Happy for them. They've got some good young guys. Look to be fun and exciting here in the future. But that team's far, far, far away from doing anything come regular season time. So, yeah, we shouldn't care.
Yeah, I'm inclined to go there. Who cares? Adam, what do you think?
Congratulations to them. They should all care. That's a tremendous accomplishment for them. Name me the last time a Summer League champion translated to anything in the NBA. I'm pretty certain it hasn't.
Yeah. I'm again, this is a pretty easy one, but Ralph, what you got, brother?
I'm laughing because I'm reading the comments as we're talking about it. And Larry just took my fire. He said, "Who the hell are the Charlotte Hornets?" And it's summer basketball.
You mean the Bobcats?
Yeah, the boss. I don't even know who they are, so I'll leave it at that.
No, I'm with you. Ricky chiming in too. The Hornets actually won something. Ceiling is the roof. Yeah, I mean, yay, Hornets!
Hang the banner.
Hang the banner. Give them something to build on, right? I don't know.
So winning Summer League is the NBA equivalent of going 4-0 in the preseason in the NFL.
Correct.
There you go.
Correct. Yeah. To me, it's almost like I mean, I was initially going to say spring training, but that's not even that good because like spring training, you're getting some of those games, you're getting like your starters playing quite a bit. So, all right. So take 2 on the 24-second shot clock. This is one that just kind of came to me today. Philip Rivers, who it feels like hasn't thrown a pass since like the first Bush administration, announced that he has officially retired 5 years basically after he suited up. Should there be a statute of limitations on when they should or should not retire? Adam, I'm going to start with you.
I mean, if it's 5 years after your last game, I think the league has told you you're retired more than you made the announcement at that point. Good for Philip though. Did he sign the 1-day contract with anybody? Who did he sign with? Who was the 1-day contract? Chargers. There you go. So that makes him eligible to be a Charger should he wind up in Canton. So there you go. That allows that to be it. Otherwise, no. The league has told him he is done.
George, what do you got, man?
Yeah, man. I mean, any job, no call, no show to work for 5 years, you're not on the schedule anymore. You're fired. So, yeah. Well, we knew you were retired. It was just a matter of you telling us, and at this point, okay, see ya. Glad you got your 5 seconds. You got your little video and your tribute. not that you're forgotten, but we knew you were done, buddy.
No, I mean, we definitely don't forget Uncle Phil in Indianapolis. I mean, he always with us a season, but when he moved in with him and his family, Indianapolis became the third largest city in the country. and then when he moved out, we became like the 15th. So, but hey, kudos to him. Ralph, what do you think, man?
Well, I'll say if it took him so long to retire, I mean, doesn't he have like 11 kids? Why did it take him so long to retire?
At least I've lost track at this point.
Yeah, I don't even know. But anyway, if he did just announce his retirement today, if he's gonna be a Hall of Fame player, if you guys think he's a Hall of Fame player, I think that's first ballot. I don't know if it's gonna be first ballot, but now that pushes back the time he can make it to the Hall of Fame.
Right. And here's Taryn throwing a bomb out here to get to me and George. Yes, we're very much aware, Taryn.
That was a good year. That was a good year.
We know.
Played some dink and dunk football that year. Naheem Hines went crazy. Yeah.
He couldn't throw a ball more than 30 yards, but hey. Ricky chiming in. Rivers might have been a top QB in any other era, and I can't really disagree with that.
No.
I mean, this year's the.
He was a good quarterback. Yeah,
he really was. He really was.
He had too much talent around him, though, on that Chargers team to not do anything significant, in my opinion.
True. Yes.
Yeah, it's hard to argue that. It just felt like he was just so unlucky, and I can't blame it all on him. But if it wasn't him, defense was doing things, and oh, there you go. Hines actually signed with the Chargers today. Funny you mentioned. Wow. Oh, fun stuff. Good segment there, boys. Good segment. So next one I'll move into, we're going to get into this. This will go through any sport, all right? So this one's a stock watch. So I want to hear from each of you, player, team, that you believe the stock is rising. A few bullet points as to why. And then on the flip side, team player where the stock is declining. So, George, I'll start with you, man. I can see almost feels like you're itching at this one.
Yeah, I've got two. I'm trying to decide which one, but I think the first one as your Pacers contributor here. Going raise the stock on Benedict Mathurin. That is our 2 this year. He is a stud. He is a baller. When he's given the minutes in the playoffs, he came to play. Won us a couple games himself. So with Tyrese out and Nemi moving to the 1, Benedict Mathurin taken over.
Stock rising. You got a team in mind as well, outside of our Pacers?
Ooh, I actually think the Mavericks are going to have a much better year this year with Cooper Flag, and once they get a couple guys healthy. I mean, that trade obviously not popular with the fan base or anyone else watching. Kind of looked a little silly, but they've got a good little squad if they get healthy there.
I don't disagree. Adam, what do you got, man?
Stock rising. I'm going to stick to the Midwest. The Milwaukee Brewers in the NL Central, all of a sudden on top, an 11-game winning streak, including 2 separate sweeps of the Dodgers in the span of right before the All-Star break, then right after the All-Star break. What is this? The Cubs had not an insurmountable lead on the NL Central, but what felt like a comfortable one. And now the Brewers have completely overtaken them. Injuries at pitching haven't mattered. The Brewers on top in the NL Central. I don't like it, but I have to respect it. Their stock is going way up.
Yeah, hard to disagree with you on that. Ralph, what do you think, man?
All right, I did this like stock rising current wise with 2 players, stock rising and stock declining. I mean, one guy probably a lot of people really never heard of, but he's a catcher on the Atlanta Braves named Drake Baldwin. Mm-hmm. This kid has come in and he's actually pushed Murphy, the starting catcher for Atlanta, out of his spot. And I don't know if this is leading up to a trade for the Braves. They're probably going to trade Murphy because he hit 239, 16 homers over 62 games, and Baldwin only playing more games of late. He had 11 home runs in 67 games. He's got 283 batting average, and he had a 6 RBI game last night. So this is a young player to watch. So I did it as a player in baseball for stock rising. And I'm going to do stock declining. And I don't know if you guys know, it came out that, I'm a diehard Met fan. I do the Pirates for IESR Pittsburgh, but I am a diehard Met fan in baseball. And this is going to be a shocker. I put stock declining Francisco Lindor. Have you heard what this guy's been going through the past couple of days? Okay, I'll just give you the stats. Since the 12th versus the Royals, he's current. I think I saw him strike out his first at bat today. So he's 0 for his last 26, and that's a record for him. 4 out of the last 5 games, 3 out of the last 4 games, he's went 0 for 5. 0 for 5, and that hasn't been done since in the early 1900s. So I picked him, and that's stock declining. I mean, he's he was clutch last year, but right now he's in a funk.
Yeah, I'm with you, Adam. He got declining.
Declining. I'm gonna go way off base here to IndyCar. Declining. Any driver not named Alex Palou. Alex Palou is absolutely destroying IndyCar, and frankly, that might make it tough for fans to watch because it's okay. Alex Palou is going to go win. Okay, that's nice. Now I can turn it off and go do something else.
Before I get George on this, I'm going to interject on this. I was watching the race last week. And they were, Pato O'Ward got the win, probably the most popular driver in the series. And it was funny how the announcers were going, "Oh, he could still do it. Pato could still make the charge." I'm like, no, this thing's done. I mean, Malone's going to have to just pretty much sit out the rest of the season.
He's 100 points ahead.
I know.
In July.
There's not many races left. Like, what are we doing?
It's over. Stick a fork in it. It's done.
Yeah. But I get it. I get their perspective too. They don't want to say that because they don't want people to tune out, yada, yada. I get it. But it's like they were just trying too hard. It was a little painful. But anyway, George, what do you got? Declining.
Stock declining. Outside of the Pittsburgh Steelers uniform choices with that new alternate they got going on there.
Listen, I agree 100%. I was talking to Mike about it. I mean, it's terrible. Terrible.
And unpopular. I like your Bumblebee one, but yeah, that one just terrible. Unfortunately, it feels like here lately, my Tampa Bay Rays are on the downslide here on this second half of the season. Injuries are getting the best of us. We were excited to get McClanahan back. McClanahan's rehab's been paused. We were on a little losing streak. We got hot there and got close to the top of the division, close within the Yankees, and I think Blue Jays up at the top. But here lately, it's kind of been falling apart. We're beating up on the White Sox right now, but everyone does that, so.
Yeah,
except the Pirates.
Not everyone.
Except the Pirates.
Except the Pirates.
Except the Pirates. That's it. Yeah, exactly right. I'll throw my 2 cents in here real quick as well. I'm agree with Adam with stock rising. The Brewers, just what they've done, winners of 11 straight, impressive win on the road last night in Seattle. Pained me a bit, but Milwaukee just looks really good right now, just really freaking good. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Scotty Scheffler. I mean. Just when you think, some would probably argue that how can his stock is so high already? How can it keep rising? Yeah, he just won the Open. And that's 4 majors and he's 29. And so we're talking, he's got over 100 tournament wins. We're talking, this is like Tiger Woods-esque at this point. I think I read the stat that where he's at in his career, only like 3 others have done it. And that's Player, Nicklaus, and Woods. So I would give that to him. I think even give a shout to Ricky. I think Ricky even chimed in here on the chat and commented that as well. So just going to pull this up real quick. But, yep. He met Scheffler and then declined the Bengals. I could agree with that. I would say decline.
Who did he decline?
Bengals. He said Bengals.
Oh, the Bengals. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I will say decline. Right now, San Francisco Giants. Not playing well. And then I'm just saying the Dallas Cowboys just because of the Dallas Cowboys.
Always a smart move.
That's a good take.
Yeah,
When your owner comes up and gives you a big old middle finger in the press conference, it seems like one player a year gets that big old middle finger. Yeah, when your owner can come up and do that for you, I think you're not looking too great.
Nope, not at all. Well, gentlemen, I think we're at a good middle spot here of the show. We're going to get our couple drops in here, get a break in, come back. We got quite a few topics to hit on the other side. You guys cool to stick around?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
All right, we'll get back into it the other side. You are tuned in to Second and Scheming right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all the sports. We'll be right back.
Hey there, IE Sports Radio fans. Be sure to check out our sponsor, Seal the Deal Wax Seals by Cecilia B. You just finished your very own wedding or baby shower invitations and you're looking for that extra special touch? Maybe you just wrote a letter to a relative or a friend and you want to add to their smile when they receive it. Then seal the deal with Cecilia's handmade sealing wax stamps for your invitations, letters, and gifts. You bring the deal, we'll bring the seal. You can find them on Instagram at sealthedeal_wax stamps and on Facebook, Seal the Deal Wax Seals.
For the last 10 years, IE Sports Radio has been bringing you amazing content ranging from interviewing legendary athletes, coaches, and other authorized media personnel to building tailor-made shows dedicated to all major sports cities around the country. Make sure to follow us at IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to keep up with the latest in sports and with all of our shows. Also, make sure to check out our daily updated website at iesportsradio.com. At iesportsradio.com, you can see our daily show schedule and check out all of our show pages with personal bios to learn a little bit more about each of our awesome hosts. In addition to our show pages, you can catch the IE Sports Radio blog, Hall of Fame, Fans of the Month page, and our merchandise shop including t-shirts, tank tops, caps, long sleeves, hoodies, and more. For now over a decade here at IE Sports Radio, we've continued to be by the fans, for the fans, and we thank you all for your support and for making IE Sports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Once again, big shout out to Ralph, Adam, George for joining me tonight. And thank all of you very much for tuning in, whether it's live or on the replay. Thank you very much. And keep the comments coming. A lot of fun. Some good takes from everybody involved. So that said, let's move on. I think this may end up becoming one of my favorite ones going forward. The old clutch or cringe segment here. And where I'm going to go with this one is the WNBA. All-Star Game was in Indy this past weekend. Indy does those events right. And I know I'm biased on the Indiana Insider. I get it. But I will tell you, like, anytime there's a big event and it's in Indy, come check it out. Indy does a great, great job. Now, obviously, as we know, this game didn't have quite the luster people thought it would. No Caitlin Clark. You know, she's been out. She's been battling injuries all season, but really wasn't going to go at that point. That point there. I think you kind of probably see where I'm going. We all saw the shirts they wore about, what they deserve, whatnot. Not going to go down that road. Where I want to get into was the comments that Kelsey Plum made afterwards. And I'm going to paraphrase it. Basically, kind of, I don't want to be a tattler, but nobody from hold on here, a little technical issue. Yeah. That nobody basically was there from Team Clark to discuss the shirts and all that. And it just kind of another one of those calling out of things, if you will. And so it just, to me, it's what do you think, George? I mean, it just feels like anytime there's a chance to take a dig, they're taking digs. I mean, is that just me, or what do you think, man? Clutch or cringe?
Cringe all the way, especially coming from Kelsey Plum, man. She's chock full of bad takes and bad quotes. There's no reason. Sabrina even told her, what was the point of bringing that up? I mean, they wore the shirts. They were all in unison. She's the reason the money's coming into the league right now. So why are we taking shots here? So I'm going cringe all the way. And I just want to point out, I think Darren Waller was normal before he met her. So
yeah, it could be up for debate, but yeah, I think it's also, yeah, it's still a valid point. Adam, what do you got?
Yeah, it feels so cringe, and it felt, obviously, Caitlin Clark has a big target on her back. We can go back and forth on whether or not she should be catching strays from her fellow league mates, but it felt really like Kelsey went out of her way to rope Caitlin into it, where that wasn't the topic of conversation. Is, oh, and by the way, and so very, very cringe, very bad, very poor taste. Didn't need to do it.
Agreed. What do you got, Ralph?
Mike, can you hear me?
I got you.
All right. I think I think I'm frozen there, but as long as you can hear me.
Got you.
Yeah, I don't really follow WNBA much, but all I would say on it was, I guess Caitlin Clark not being in it would probably be a big thing for the WNBA, and it's sad to see, but I don't know what's going on there with her, and see what happens.
Yeah, and I feel like too, and get your take on this, guys. I mean, I think healthy jealousy is okay. I mean, it's an emotion that everybody has to a degree or another. And to want to be able to say, hey, you know what, she's getting all this attention because she's this generational talent. Well, maybe, I wouldn't mind getting some of that. We'll go out and ball, And, oh, yeah, by the way, be a competitor, go up your game a bit. And guess what? Everybody's going to can make more money, because then it becomes must watch. Like, oh, wait, someone's rival, testing Caitlin, for example. Man, I want to watch that. And it's just going to bring in more revenue for the league, in my view. So I'm okay with that angle of it. But when it's not just Kelsey either. It's been other players who have come out and just been like throwing bombs and throwing shade at her. And I'm like, I don't get it. Like, this is the most popular as it's ever been. And you continually just, it's almost like you're trying to shoot yourself in the foot. And I just say it's a head scratcher to me. So, George, any follow up on that one?
No, I totally agree with you, man. It doesn't make any sense. I think competitiveness, competition, rivalries, all that's good, fine, better for the sport. But I think it's a little bit different when there's some respect shown. Caitlin's always quick to give props to other players and things like that. But it doesn't seem like when it comes to the flip side, they're not willing to give her anything. It's just kind of, unless they're on her team, they're playing with her. But yeah.
Yeah. It feels like there's somethings to where you're at this point again where, yeah, I know they haven't made a lot of money. Obviously they made no money, but we remember way back in the day, the NBA wasn't making that much money either. And yeah, here we are. So it's like, just roll with it and just up your game, and everybody's going to, more merch will be sold, more tickets will be sold, more money will be made. Seems kind of simple to me, but again, maybe that's why I'm here doing what I do. Did Taryn chime in and cringe? I feel like this is a pretty cringy one, and that shouldn't be the case. So, moving on, go to our story time segment here. And this is a little bit biased here, but I thought I would go back to baseball a little bit coming up on the trade deadline. So I'm going to put a little narrative out there. You can answer it, and then put your own narrative out there too. If it wants to be like your own team, for example, we can do that. We'll have a little bit of fun with this one. So this was going to go, what happens if the Seattle Mariners actually acquire bats at the deadline? Ralph, I'll start with you.
Yeah, hey, I think that would be a great thing. They're playing very well right now, and they're a tough team to play, and that's one of their needs is a bat. And if they could get somebody like Suarez from Arizona, who looks like he's going to be out there, he's going to be the big bat. I could definitely see that being a help to them because they're a competitive team, and what are they? I think they're only 5 games behind the Astros, if even that.
Yeah,
so,
there were 4 before the loss last night to Milwaukee.
I think they're like 3.5 out of the wild card. So yeah, they get a bat there. They'll be good. They'll be good. Looking good for the playoffs.
Yeah, I think a team like them who's, sometimes struggle at the deadline doing anything, and then they kind of fade away or whatever. But to me, that's a team that, even though there's been some injuries on their staff this year, they've got some studs that can throw the ball. So to me, they get some offense that could be something to really keep an eye on in the AL. So Adam, what do you got, man? What do you think?
I think that makes the AL West a lot more competitive. It wouldn't mean that you're just looking at the Astros the rest of the way, but I still think that ultimately it's Houston that winds up winning that division. But Seattle could make things interesting. I know. I didn't say I wanted Houston. I didn't say that's what I wanted.
I think Knight just wanted to hit the buzzer.
I get it. I totally get it. If I had one here, I'd be banging a trash can in response. So it's all good. But I do think that would make it more certainly would make the American League as a whole more competitive if you get another team in there, because it does kind of feel right now like it's going to be Detroit, Houston, and whoever survives the AL East, but like a distant third. So to get another team in there would be good.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not saying if they or the Mariners were to do that, they're going to the World Series. I just think it makes them potentially, and assuming their pitching staff should be back to, say, pretty much full strength in about 2 to 3 weeks, I think that could potentially make them dangerous down the stretch. Not saying, again, I'm not saying give them a ring, but I do think if they're going to really have a chance to do something, that's what they're going to need to do. So we'll see what happens. George, what do you got, man?
No, I think it'll be good. Obviously, good pitching in a bullpen only goes so far. Ask Paul Skeens. You can only do so much. You got to have some bats and some run generators. If you guys want to send Randy Arozarena back to Tampa, we'll gladly take him back. But yeah, nobody wants to see the Astros win that division or win anything for that matter. So I think it'd be good for the Mariners and good for baseball fans outside of Houston.
Well, real quick, while we're on this story, I want to give you one here real quick. Adam, I'll throw it back to you, being a Chicago guy. Cubs, what if anything, can they do fend off the Brewers?
Oh my gosh. Well, they need to stop having their pitchers get hurt.
That
right
helps.
when they lose Justin Steele for the season, then Shota Imanaga goes down for 6 weeks, and as soon as he comes back, Jameson Taillon goes down for a month and a half. So if they could stop having the pitchers get hurt, that would be a plus. The talk in Chicago has been they've got to add pitching. They've got to get a pitcher. I don't know that there is a starter out there that is realistically available that would make that big of a difference. I'd actually love to see that, assuming Paul Skeens isn't available. I'm going to assume that Paul Skeens isn't available. Hey, that one year was epic and amazing, Larry, and that will. I can't believe we're coming up on 10 years on that year already.
I know. That's nuts, isn't it?
I could do an hour on that 1 year alone, but I won't.
Wow.
Not yet, anyway. I'll save that. Yeah, I see Ricky there. The Cubs buying low on Sandy Alcantara.
That would be a nice addition.
Yeah, I think he would do well with the Cubs. If you're the Marlins, why would you sell him low though? You've got
you got to get
2 years, 3 years of control left on him. Why sell him at his lowest value? You got nothing but time on your hands there. So I'd actually like to see the Cubs go after Suarez from Arizona. I like Matt Shaw, but I don't think he's ready this year. If all it does is it forces the Yankees or the Dodgers to pay more to get Suarez, then it could make it easier to get a pitcher, which is what you kind of feel like they're going to do. So that would be my advice for the Cubs.
I've heard Suarez and the Cubs are obviously interested in that, so we'll see how that shakes out. Ralph, what do you think, man? Can Mets do anything here to make a move to overtake the Phillies?
I put down trending deadline moves. It's going to be the Phillies versus the Mets. They're only a half a game apart right now in the NL East, and I was checking things out today. They're basically going for the same type of players to trade for. So it's going to be Phillies versus the Mets for the NL East, and Phillies versus the Mets first in the deadline. They both need a bat. The Mets and Philly, they both need bullpen help, and that was pretty wild when I was looking at that today, and I saw that they were both going for the same thing. So that's that would be. But the Mets have so much that the team is so talented, and I know they're just not playing up to it right now. It's just it's frustrating. It's frustrating.
I have to bring in Zach's comment here saying that Paul Skeens is only available to the Yankees and Dodgers. We know how it goes. You know what? Don't bring that negative energy out of here, man. We're not doing that. I get negative. No.
Oh boy, that poor guy.
Yeah. Without a doubt, good stuff there, gentlemen. A couple more quick segments here. So this one I want to head into is what I call the weekend ripple effect. So was there a story that came out of this past weekend, for example, or one that you could see maybe evolving into next weekend that could change the course of the rest of the season? So, for example, in IndyCar, when Palou won like race number 6, we pretty much knew that, there's a weekend ripple effect. The season's over. He wins. Just give everything to Palou. Have a nice day. Good night. Anything? I'll give you a few minutes to think about this one. Is anything that from this past weekend, or maybe even from the past week? We go a little further back if you like. I want to throw one out there. This is George. I saved this one for you.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and I think we'll all appreciate it because we're all Big Ten guys here. Right? We all got our interests in the Big Ten. So, as you know, we got college football coming up, and IU is going to see if they can do a repeat of last year and come out of nowhere and surprise everybody and make the college football playoff. And there's been some news. Sig's been in the news again because he likes to chat. Let's get that chatter going. Well, this is where, George, I think you'll like this because, as we know, Purdue in football is just god awful. Last year was one of the worst Purdue teams I think anybody has ever seen. But now, as we know how transfer portal works and NIL and all that good stuff, you can flip it around relatively quickly. Case in point, IU. Now you got Coach Barry Odom from Purdue kind of blasting SIGs and this IU program for their weak non-conference schedule, and it is weak. Let's just be real. The canceling of the Virginia series, what have you. George, do you think – because we all know the rivalry in basketball when it comes to Purdue, right? I think most do. Is this kind of the fire that's needed when you get the Purdue coach throwing a shot over the bow there, saying, "Hey, you know what? Don't forget about us here in football. We can put some gasoline on this thing too and get this thing going." What do you think?
I think it's a desperate attempt from a coach to try and fire up a squad that's got no business competing in the Big Ten. If I'm being honest with you.
That's not the IU home. That's not the IU home at all. No.
Well, I mean, that football team was no good last year. You could say what you want about IU canceling game whatever. We still play in the Big Ten. Still play Ohio State. We play Michigan. We play Penn State. I don't care about Virginia, dude. But yeah, no, he's just trying to light a fire and get a rivalry going. Uh, we're not really worried about the little dogs over there.
Yeah, Adam, will go to you. Anything you can talk on that one, or if there's another story maybe come out that you think could really alter the rest of the season or whatnot?
So the thing that came to mind for me right out of the gate, and this might be a little inside baseball for some people, but I'm one of those people that I like to keep my eye on like the inner workings of leagues and some of the behind the scenes to try to make sure that the cogs are all spinning and lining up the way they are. And we saw something very interesting in the NFL this week. We all remember, 15 years ago, they reset the CBA. And when they did that, they created basically a rookie salary cap in an effort to prevent holdouts and first round. It was very common that first round picks would sit out for forever until halfway through training camp while they negotiated their deals. They came out with they changed the CBA to prevent that from happening, and things have gone pretty smoothly since then. But then this year, we saw basically none of the second round draft picks sign until right at the eve of training camp. And what it seems like was going on behind the scenes was the agents were working to get second round picks fully guaranteed deals. That was something that first round picks have gotten for the last 15 years, but hadn't been the thing for second rounders. And we saw actually the Bears they had 3 second round picks, but their highest one, Luther Burden, got a fully guaranteed deal. And one of their later second round picks got over 3/4 of his deal fully guaranteed. Right now, I don't think that's much. And the actual money, it doesn't matter. It's the NFL. They have a license to print money just by putting that shield on something. It just instantly becomes $1 billion entity right there in and of itself. But I think it is interesting that we could slowly see this start to snowball into more of an NBA style payment structure of having more full guaranteed deals down the road for players. So not a big thing, not necessarily a sexy thing, but I think it could be something that we mark at years down the road.
Good stuff. Ralph, what do you think, man?
I'm gonna go back to baseball, and I'm gonna go to my IESR Pittsburgh Insider take on this. Adam,
Sure.
you're gonna like this one, Adam.
All right.
This was a hot take from the weekend for me, and then I have something else I'm gonna throw out there and ask your guys' opinion on it because it's very interesting. So the White Sox swept the Pirates, as somebody mentioned before, over the weekend. And coming into the game, the the White Sox were 32-65. They were 11-36 on the road. The Pirates 39-58. And they had a 26-21 record at home, and they got swept by the White Sox. So it just goes to show you sometimes records do not mean nothing. And who would ever thought the White Sox would have went into Pittsburgh and swept the Pirates? Now, Adam had mentioned to me something during the week about how come every time the Pirates play the Cubs, Paul Skeens is lined up to pitch, but he's not pitching against the White Sox. Okay, and that's my next point. This is a ripple effect for weeks and weeks and weeks on. What do you guys think? Because this guy's numbers are just insane. What do you think? I brought this up on with Ricky on a show Friday. What do you think about Paul Skeens being a Cy Young Award winner this year with he actually just won his 5th game yesterday. 5 wins, 8 losses, but his stats are off the chart. Any other stat that you could think of, he's in first place, and they all count towards the Cy Young. And I just looked up a stat now. He hasn't given up a run in 21 first innings of games this year. So my thought, that'll be my ripple effect, whether this guy could win the Cy Young. this year with a record. Right now he's at 5-8, but all his other stats show he's a Cy Young. Just wanted to get your guys' thoughts on that.
George, I'll let you start on that one, man. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. We all know that. Not to say that he's not playing great baseball, but awards have become a popularity contest. So he's got that going for him name wise, and he's got the stats to back it up. The guy deserves an award for playing for the Pittsburgh Pirates to begin with. So
ring the bell, Mike. There you go.
No, he's
I
not.
can see it
No lies.
happening,
No
and,
lies told there.
That was a good one. I like that.
I am in full support of it. He's playing great baseball. He can't help what's happening around him.
Adam, what do you think?
Oh, we as we have as baseball fans become so much more, I'll say, mathematically literate in the last 15 years, that personal record for a pitcher means less and less and less every year. It really, there's so much outside of the pitcher's control that we've learned that those records don't mean anything. His home runs per 9, he's giving up less than half a home run per game, per 9 innings right now. His Ks per 9 is almost 10, over a strikeout an inning. I will say he is getting some good defense to back him up. His batting average on balls in play is in the 250s. So he is getting good defense. But yeah, now that there's universal DH, he can't even go help himself on offense anymore. There's nothing he can do to fix the fact that the Pirates can't score more than 2 runs a game.
Good points.
Yeah, good stuff. I agree with you, all of you guys. I have no issue with it whatsoever. It was maybe date myself here. I'm going to have to look up the exact date, maybe 13, 14 years ago or so. King Felix. Remember Felix Hernandez back in the day? For the Mariners? He was
Jason
like,
he was Jason DeGrom 9 and 10, and he won the Cy Young Award.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are like 500 or a game under, but their ERAs are like at 2.
That's how I see Skeens going this year.
Yeah,
like that Jason DeGrom year when he went 9 and 10 and he won the Cy Young for the Mets.
Yeah, I mean, it's not their fault that the team has no offense.
Yeah,
I mean, you're going out and doing your job and pitching and keeping guys from scoring. I mean, hello. So
yeah,
no problem with it whatsoever. Well, actually, I'd love to see him get it. Just to be honest.
All right, cool. Thanks. I just wanted to hear your guys' thoughts on that.
No, good stuff. It's a good take, no doubt about it. We are getting close to the end here, so we got a couple more things to do before we call it a night. So a couple weekend hot takes. So this is where say something that, just your hot take. And, I buzz you, I bell you, I may do neither. We give a little quick rebuttal if someone disagrees. So I'll go with you, Ralph. Any hot takes from this past weekend?
Just that football training camps will have started. And that's it. Football season is underway. That's big hot take because, the NFL, I believe, is the ruling sport of all the major ones. So
I was waiting. Football
is 7 weeks away. Opening day is 7 weeks away.
I was waiting for you to follow that up with, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win the Super Bowl.
No, I know.
I was waiting for that hot take.
We can't win a playoff game. How are we going to win a Super Bowl?
Yeah, right. Yeah, you love that 500. You love being that 500, man.
Right there.
George, what's the hot take? What do you got from the weekend?
Well, on the same track there, training camp's coming up. Anthony Richardson is dodging the pup. He is healthy, ready for training camp. Number 5 on the jersey, number 1 on the depth chart, and he is winning comeback player of the year this year. Book it.
Hey, if I can rebuttal on that, I agree. I don't rebuttal. I want to agree with you. I want to see that happen. I'm an Anthony Richardson fan. I want to see that. Sorry.
No. Don't be sorry about that. Don't be sorry about that. We got you there. Adam, what do you think, man?
Yeah, I like Anthony Richardson too. He throws a beautiful interception ball. It's beautiful. That's exactly what I was going for. I work with multiple Colts fans, and we have all kinds of fun discussing our quarterback woes of the last decade. I'll go a little hot take here from over the weekend in baseball. The Boston Red Sox were the hottest team going into the All-Star break with that Big Ten game winning streak. They are very overrated. Well, outside of Garrett Crochet, they are very overrated. The Cubs brought them back down to earth. The Red Sox are still gonna miss the postseason. That's my hot take. That's my hot take there out of the weekend. I will take way too much out of that
here.
No, I think it just take the Yankees.
Perfect take.
Let's go.
Oh, is that too much to ask for?
I'll give you mine real quick. I kind of touched on it earlier. I think I don't know if you can really call this a hot take, but we'll go back to golf a little bit. I think we're seeing something with Scotty Scheffler here that like generational type talent here. Just to see how he's playing and his accomplishments already at 29 years old. I think we're seeing something there. So could be could be one of the best golfers that we've seen.
Golfer.
I mean, maybe I'm just on a high if I'm winning closest to the pin here last week, and I don't know. Maybe that's why I keep bringing up golf. I'll roll with that.
Still convinced he bought that club.
I know, right? I'm too cheap to buy that club, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'd spend that on bourbon first. To be fair,
I've seen his golf game.
Yeah, it's improved. Which that bar was low. I mean, to be like under the ground low. But I digress. All right, last one of the show, gents. The old mic drop moment. No rebuttals here. We just get to have a little bit of fun. So if you want to go prediction, for the rest of the MLB, talk some, NFL, college football, whatever you want to be, whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter. So just give me that mic drop moment. We're just going to go like, oh damn, he went there. Let's do it. Adam, you first.
Okay. I'm gonna again overreact to the weekend, and especially the way last night went. This might make me look pretty foolish, but I'm gonna put it out there now. The Cubs are gonna win the National League pennant. They're gonna return to the Winter Classic. Wrigley is gonna be absolutely thumping. That place is going to be jumping. It's going to be electric, and we're going to be looking at the Cubs in the Winter Class, in the Fall Class.
That's right.
All right. Hey, that's all right. That's all right.
No, actually, Adam, it wouldn't surprise me. I saw them back in spring training. I was lucky enough to spend a few days in Arizona and watching them in spring training. They were knocking the holy snot off the ball. I was telling a few of my buddies there, I'm like, yeah, I'm telling you, watch out for this Cubs team this year. And to your point earlier, the pitching, the injuries has been tough, but that would not shock me one bit. It really wouldn't.
They're getting Tyone back here. Hopefully in a couple of, in the next couple of weeks, they're going to get him back. They could get a pitcher somewhere for that starting rotation. They're watch out.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. Ralph, what do you got, man? Give me your mic drop.
All right, here it goes. This is for football season coming up, and being you guys made fun of my uniforms. Now you're going to make fun of my mic drop moment here. Aaron Rodgers is going to have a 75% of one of his MVP seasons, and he's going to lead the Steelers to a playoff win and the championship game in the AFC.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Okay. Hey, no rebuttals, man. Hey, we've seen crazy things happen in sports. That's why we're fans. One of the many reasons. So
I just feel their defense is going to be really good this year. I don't know what's going to happen with the offense, but I feel their defense is really going to be good.
Hey, you might be right.
The acquisitions they made and who they got rid of and who they signed.
Larry just brought this gem that I shared with him last year. The Colts actually host FU fans, which was a nice little thing. But they didn't do it. Obviously,
I like it.
That it was fun. It was hilarious. All right, George.
You know what? I'm going to take off my homer hat. I'm going to go somewhere else in the world of NFL football, and I'm going to say that Bucky Irving is going to be the leading rusher in the NFL, and the
Oh,
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, led by Baker Mayfield and co., are going to roll through that NFC South all the way to the NFC Championship.
nice.
Okay. All right.
That
Yeah.
Bucky Irving guy, he's
Gonna
I
win
like it.
somebody a fantasy championship along the way too.
Yep.
Yep.
hopefully me. I'm due.
Yeah, I think it's been 5 years for me since I won one, maybe 6, actually. But no, you got some love on that one, man. The Bucky take that's solid. I like it. Well, gents, here we are. We're done. I'll give you mine though, real quick. Seattle Mariners are getting that bat, and they're going to the World Series.
Nice.
There's my mic drop. Gentlemen,
Good night. Thank you.
it's been a blast. Thank you all so much for joining me. Want to do this again soon, all right, guys?
Sounds good.
All right,
Adam.
fellas.
Take
Big
care,
time.
Adam. Good luck with the Cubs. George, nice meeting you. Good luck, pal.
See you guys.
Good to see you.
Be sure you all check out Adam, his show opening series on Mondays on IE Sports Radio. Go follow Ralph, his content, being our Pittsburgh insider. Give me a follow on the Indiana Insider page as well. We will post more videos on that here in the next coming days. But until then, awesome night. Thank you so much for joining. Be back here next week, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Second Scheming, right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all those sports. Have a great night, everybody.